Hello everyone, welcome back, and now we're going to go over section 2.1, Market Analysis and Keyword Research. This is all about the keyword research and the vertical market theme process. You probably remember back in a previous section where I was teaching about the ISDNA, or the Industry Solution Invention, and really the keyword research versus market research. What ultimately happened in the 2007-2008 era is we found it necessary to create two separate tools. One was Kraken, which was the vertical market research tool, and one was Keywords by Network Empire. And the reason that we did that is because there are two very distinct types of research, both needing to be accomplished. And so we do have two kinds of tools, because our unique selling proposition and our frequently asked question to should ask question, and if you've done your homework, you'll remember what that is, was, what is the difference between keyword research and vertical market research? Both of those need to be done. Kraken is our more expensive tool and probably the most advanced market research, and that includes theme research in the world. And Kraken 2.0, at the time of this video, is about to be released. So much of the documentation on this page, including the user's manual, will probably be upgraded to Kraken 2.0 by the time many of you see this video, which is fine. But I would still like to walk you through this document here so that you know what's going on. We have no software included in 2.2 in the MDM level 1 course that you're taking here, okay? But we do have all the we have unlocked these areas for you so that you can read about these highly classified softwares. So the first one that is included here is essential information about your keyword DNA. You have a very unique and proprietary way of teaching you how to create the entire DNA of your website, okay? And the DNA of the website is pretty important because ultimately we're leading you and your business to rank for every possible keyword that we can find that is really all about your empire keywords. We actually call that in our advanced training your EK DNA. And this is a term created by software engineer and CEO Sue Bell to help you understand how the keyword DNA, the empire level keyword DNA, can work if you start to look at the big picture. You'll see that we stretch all the way out from the theme to the silo to the keyword to the semantic net. And this is pretty huge, okay? Now, I'm not going to overwhelm you with this right now, but just know that our technologists, inventors, and our team, and Sue and I have been doing this since 2007. We have a very big picture for you long term, but you start simple and you start with this simple checklist, and this will get you where you need to go. Okay. And by the way, this is something that most of your competitors and most of the people in your space are probably don't even have an inkling of how this works, and that's to your advantage. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what happens next. Once you've looked at that, it's probably a good idea to have a look at using Kraken to analyze the market and identify the website. Okay. And that's basically going to walk you through how we view Kraken. Okay, and we give you a step-by-step series of instructions here. Now, why is this useful, even if you decide not to use Kraken, which we hope you do, at least a 3-day pass? Well, it's useful because understanding this in the context of everything that you've learned in the States before it, the ISDNA above, and all the other things that I just trained you on those other videos and just provide you the information, it's going to give you a serious light bulb moment when you realize that what we're teaching you is not your grandmother's SEO. This is a whole different level, and it's not that difficult to understand once you understand the steps. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So go ahead and read through this. Now, this is a long document, but it'll give you a nice overview, and it gives you a few videos in here about how this is a Kraken 1.0 video at the time of this documentation here, but probably many of you will see the new 2.0 videos in here. So go ahead and take a look at all of that. Okay, then go ahead and on that section, take a look at all of these topics: performing market analysis, performing market research, segmenting your market, exporting drills from Kraken, and then you're going to move on to the next document. This is our other keyword tool called Keywords by Network Empire. Okay, Keywords by Network Empire. We also teach you how to use that because that's all part of the EK DNA, or your empire of keywords, and your keyword research is here, and you can go ahead and if you want to click on the subscribe now button and go ahead and watch the video on the sales page of our second software called Keywords by Network Empire, which is an excellent complement to Kraken, but you really don't need it for the step-by-step cases that we've shown you here, and that's why we've written you don't need this if you decide to use Kraken. Okay, and you can do keyword research without getting Kraken. Some people choose this tool over Kraken. It depends. And if you have any questions on what is ideal for you, please do contact our Fanatical support team. And also, by all means, please contact us on Skype because you are now a warm family member. Okay? So go ahead and take a look at that. Now, we have also included the Kraken 1.0 User's Manual, and that's pretty cool. The Kraken 2.0 User's Manual will be done shortly and might even already be here by the time that you see my little video here. So thank you. It's a pretty amazing document. The Kraken Live Manual is, even if you're not using Kraken, is an educational process. People look at this and have this light bulb moment when they realize that it's even possible that they can do this kind of thing, because that takes you ultimately over to the EK-DNA. And a lot of people never really understood that these things are possible or that they even needed to be aware of these things. And then it creates a new way of looking at the world and the web and the profitability of your online business. Okay? So that's that. Also, I have included a 3-day pass for Kraken, and I'm also going to create, I'll put a link right to the Kraken sales page for the 3-day pass, and I'm also going to put a link directly to the Keywords 1.0, which is our keywords LSI and market share software. Okay, so that'll all be there for you. Okay, and on the Kraken 3-day pass, we actually have some great videos as well. Also, will be updated to version 2.0 shortly. And so you might see a couple of different videos here by the time you watch my little training here. And if so, don't be concerned. Just know that we've upgraded what was already the best to something that's really off planet at that point. Okay, Kraken version 2.0 has technologies that are so powerful that I'm still actually getting my head around them. I'm a co-inventor and a co-owner. So you can understand that we are moving very rapidly, and you'll really enjoy these technologies. It makes your life easier. You can consider them almost like a satellite system that can automatically give you X-ray vision and tell you where pockets of gold are in the geology of your planet, okay, with pinpoint accuracy, more or less, okay, and it's pretty cool. So you're going to want to check these out. So that's really going to be section 2.1. Again, if you have any questions about these products or you don't know which one is appropriate for you, because everybody's a little bit different, okay, in section 2.2, contact the help desk and or contact myself, Mike. Sue Bell's not really available that much, but sometimes you can find her and she pokes her head in the chat room. Don't hesitate to ask. We don't want you to be confused in any way. With great power comes sometimes some educational process, so we want to make sure that you have that. Okay, please move on to the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this process. This is where a lot of the fun begins in section 2.2.